Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Devin Adams. I'm a Fortinet instructor here at Dynamic Worldwide Training Consultants, and yeah, I'm recording this demo on our SD-WAN. Anyways, just moving along. Like I said, I'm sorry for the videos back to back, but I just really want to get this done. In our last video, we successfully attached the New York FortiGate to our hub and spoke topology here. Okay. But the New York office, if you guys remember, not only needs access to the resources at headquarters, but also at the data center. So um, let's go ahead and for this video, because I really don't like videos very long, and all of them have turned out long, we are going to just do a traditional hub and spoke and have that DC office connected through the through our hub and spoke topology. And then I think the last video I'm going to do in this whole entire series is essentially getting the New York office to pick its own direction of where it wants to go by building a VPN tunnel back to the DC. So um, anyways, so right off the bat, let's go ahead and just make sure that we still have connectivity through the hub. Um, Where's my IIS server? So it's there, okay. But if you guys remember from the previous videos, we have this server X, which is just a GNS3 toolbox that has a web server running on it. This is also going to be a resource that the New York office needs. Now, the nice thing about the SD-WAN is that the routing part should be really handled for us as long as we have all the rules and everything like that. So why don't we just start from the DC side of things and work our way backwards and see if we can't get connectivity from the NYC all the way through to the DC running our SD-WAN solution. So I'm going to log into the DC. All right. Okay. You know what? There is no password on there yet. Such a bad admin. All right, so okay, here we go. So yeah, we have this working from our headquarters to the DC, but we never told the DC about the New York branch office. Now, I actually have everything starting with the first octets of 1010. I could probably get away with doing a /16, right, to take care of all my routing, but I've already done my specific /24, so I'm just going to roll with it. So the very first thing I'm going to do here is just make sure I have the firewall policies to let them know that traffic from the SD-WAN might be popping out in a different subnet or, from the source. So I'm going to tell it that it is allowed to see the New York office's subnet. All right. So we're going to just say create new. We'll say NYC subnet. And this is what I meant by we might be able to get away with a /16 in the future. So, but I don't rehearse these. So sorry guys. Here we go. Turn it green, but hopefully the principle is the same. So if anything's coming from 10, 3, go ahead and let it be. Here we go. All right. Perfect. And guys, I promise you, there should never be any traffic generated from the DC office to the New York office, because anything for like administration wise really should be done from headquarters. So you know what? That's all I'm going to do here in the DC FortiGate. Now, I might have to do some more. Like I said, I wing these videos, all right? But at least let's start with just the policies and make sure we have access going backwards. So let's now go to our headquarters FortiGate. All right, now this one was a little bit trickier because we wanted the headquarters to also go into this direction here. But if we go to our policy and objects, here we go, IP4, all right. We have a port 6 going to SD-WAN, which is fine, okay? Now, from it, SD-WAN to port 6, which the New York office is there, which is fine. But if you notice it here, we have an SD-WAN, SD-WAN, all right? And this was for failover if our WAN connection ever went down from the DC, that it could use the MPLS link to come back up. But it really, if you think about it, our DC office, right, And our New York office is actually going to go through the headquarters SD-WAN to SD-WAN. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a new rule here. All right, and we're just going to call this something like inter, let's see, inter office traffic or something like that. I probably think of a better term for it later on. Anyways, all right, here we go. And now the source, now remember, we could have just done a /16, but I already have them here. Maybe I'll do a video on creating objects, group objects. Anyways, and this is just simply saying, hey, you know what? Turn that off. They have the ability to go back and forth with each other. Okay, so that way the New York office can pop out of here, the LAN office can pop out of there, and that should at least take care of the rule. All right, so, source all for right now. Of course, in real life, we'd have to be way more specific than that. But anyways, now don't forget to stack your rules because it is top down. All right, so more specific rules go on top than the bottom. Okay, and then the very last step should be our New York office. And let's just make sure we have access there. So here we go. There's our IIS server. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, so here we go. Password, not password. Admin no password. We never set up passwords on these. Good thing it's a lab environment, right guys? All right, later. And if you guys remember right, I did use the /16 just so I didn't have to write 2 here. I thought of that off the top of my head. I think I did at least. Okay. So this is saying, ew, that needs to be stacked. There we go. So we're saying anything that's going from the New York office, right, going to our internal, just pass it through our SD-WAN. Okay. And honestly, here's the reverse path if we ever needed it. Okay. Is that it? We might have to write an SD-WAN rule, but you know what? That actually looks okay. Should we try it? Let's take a look here. We should be able to get to now the DC because of all the firewall rules being there. And yeah, look, there you guys go. We are getting to the DC through the SD-WAN, hitting headquarters, going down the MPLS network, and hitting the DC FortiGate here. All right. Now, in all honesty, we probably would want a VPN connection going here to here, but that will be our last video. But for right now, let's test something out, okay? So because remember guys, the SD-WAN is an abstraction layer. In other words, it's doing all the rerouting for us as the quality of the links go up and down. So I'm going to put a ping loop on that. In that DC office. Ooh, look at that. I'm not able to get through. Was that cached from my earlier testings? Dun dun dun. Oh, maybe not. Let's take a look. I got all cocky there for a second. Let's see here. So NYC, always, all. I didn't like do something stupid like leave natting on or anything, did I? Nope. All right. No, that should be okay. I wonder why we're not getting our ping traffic out. Huh, maybe it was a pack of lies. Maybe I didn't get it working. Let's take a look here. Yep, so the New York subnets, anything from our internal subnets, all right, push it down the VPN tunnel. Let's go and check out our rules just to make sure we got them right. So let's go to network. Let's go to our SD-WAN rules, all right. Oh, look at that, guys. It's like I did it on purpose, right? It's like I did it on purpose. See how that was not in the right order? Yeah, it was trying to force it down port 1. You know what that tells me? It's probably going to work now. Okay, yeah, I totally did that on purpose. So I didn't. Anyways, what am I talking about here, guys? Your firewall SD-WAN rules are top down. So because I had the internet one above the specific one going to headquarters, it never made it. It went ahead and tried to push it down the WAN interface, and that's not what we wanted. So the second that I restacked it, it made it through. All right, so there's our ping loop bloop. All right, and it's making it to DC, but watch what happens, okay, when our MPLS connection goes down. All right, so we probably will have some lost packets here. Okay, look at that. What the heck? How come I still have access? So the magic of the SD-WAN from the headquarters side went ahead and saw the MPLS network fail, and this is actually getting pushed through the IPsec tunnel that we have between the headquarters and to the DC. All right. Come on, guys, that's awesome. And then once that MPLS connection comes back up, it will automatically start using the better path between the two. All right, without any downtime. So once again, just the magic of the SD-WAN. It's not really magic. It's just very advanced, making routing decisions based off of quality of the links and rewriting the rules for us. And you got to admit that's pretty cool. So nice. Okay, so all we really had to do was make sure we had the right firewall permissions all the way through. The SD-WAN handled the routing for us. Okay, but just don't forget about your SD-WAN rules and how they stack. So that's why it was failing at me to begin with. Okay, but I record my failures for you guys just because I really don't like just things automatically, magically working in some of these YouTube videos. But in our last video, and I think I will keep it my last video for this playlist, is to build a VPN connection between the New York office and the DC office. And that way, depending on what's the best connection, right, the best performance to get there, the SD-WAN is going to pick either the IPsec tunnel or going to the headquarters tunnel to get through. All right, and we'll look at some ways to try to break it. So all right, guys. So that was a short one. So when I see you guys all back in a little bit, we'll do that. So, and I'll try to just get it done right after this one because I wanna move on with life. All right. I hope someone found that helpful though. And yeah, until next time.